Can we talk about your relationship with your husband? He's kind of a lacrosse legend himself as a player and as a
Yes.
coach. And how did this marriage professionally happen where he's gonna work for you, I think initially as a volunteer and then as a full-time assistant. And just what does that dynamic look like at the office and then certainly on the drive home and then when you're at the house?
Well, I definitely don't drive home with him. We drive
Okay,
separate.
good. That's a good call.
Um, I think, when I first got the job here, Scott was in law school in Boston at Suffolk University, and we kinda lived apart for that first year of our marriage, and I would just travel back and forth, because I didn't have, like, the full team yet, it was just club. And then when he came out our first year was, um, the start of it was like, right before September 11th, that's when our first group came in, and, just a crazy time in the United States of America. And I think, for Scott, he was trying to find a job in the lawyer suit. So he didn't get anything right away. So he was just helping out, would come to practices and just has so much knowledge. Um, and he has like a great personality too that's very fitting for women's lacrosse. He's very patient. Um, he is a good listener, and he just is really respectful of what it is to be a female athlete, and for me, what it is to be a female leader. Like, he would never step on my toes in any way. If he knew something was important to me, he would, like, support me in that. And I think that having that support is really critical because it's always hard to get good assistants that are loyal to you. So I have the ultimate loyalty with
Yeah.
Scott, and I think I also have the ultimate respect. And he'll step up if he thinks something's important, and I really try to respect, what he says as well. Um, but in those early years, he ended up getting a job at a law firm, and he was working quite a lot, and then he coached professional lacrosse to kind of keep his foot in it in the summers. And we had had our first child, our daughter Harley, and it was kind of just becoming a little bit more challenging because for me the summer was a little bit of a downtime, but for him it was ramping up, and we just weren't seeing each other as much as we would have liked to. So I think it might have been after our first championship, we talked and he was like, "What if I just do this and maybe do some side lawyer stuff, but not completely work for a firm and just help you as much as I can and kind of put all of our eggs in the lacrosse basket." And so that's kind of where it all started. And he just started helping me, and it was awesome. He actually worked with the defense and did all the game planning for that. Um and I think early in our career we probably had some friction back and forth. You know how that is in any
Sure.
kind of marriage, right? But I think over the years, we've really learned how a great cadence of how to kinda give each other time. I'm someone that needs, like, my alone time, so, I want my own car ride. I want my own time in my office, just so that I can, like, think and be creative, and then he'll come in and we'll collaborate. And then at home, we try to have a level of balance, um, as much as possible to not, like, let lacrosse dominate our house, but to be able to be good family people for our 2 daughters. And now our one daughter is a college athlete. She actually, is a wrestler at the University of Iowa. And
Amazing.
so, yeah, so that's been so cool because I think just being a parent of a college athlete, like, you're learning the other side of it, like, what my parents in my program are experiencing, and just really having empathy for what they're going through, and just seeing what she's going through, and how special that is, and how, you know, how important that mental side is to her. Obviously, an individual athlete, it's even more extreme. But just trying to support her in that way has been really cool, and just being a parent is really, really fun. But I feel like being parents of our 2 daughters has really helped us become stronger coaches as well.